He wasn't even having a girlfriend, like no sex. He was the paragon of a young adult saint. He didn't cheat, he didn't lie. He was on the dean's list in college. He was acing 4.0 the whole way. There was no reason to kick him out besides he didn't call my parents enough, or he chose to stay at college one night instead of coming home. He was the ideal student. He was just different. And my parents kicked him out because that's what they did to all the other kids. I was always close with the youngest of my brothers. He and I always got along, and from elementary all the way until being a teenager, we were so inseparable and close. He and I were we like to break rules and push boundaries. I mean, when my parents weren't home, we would raid the freezer and have a corn dog or some ice cream. And at some point, my brother started working. My parents pushed him to find work, which is ironic since they never pushed us girls to do it and actually sabotaged us doing it. And when he was old enough to get a job, I think he was 17, 18. And this was in the very early years of 2010s. He worked for a church leaders. Someone at our church was the store, not the store owner, but the store manager of a store that's very similar to Kroger, but it's not Kroger. And all his kids worked there. And he got a job there stocking. And he seemed to enjoy it. My mother would drop him off and pick him up every day. It was within 3 miles of our home, and this was in Alaska. Which is ironic because later my parents didn't want to pick me up or drop me off when I got a job around the same age. And it was just awkward. There was always genderized privilege. My brother could go anywhere he wanted within reason. He could work anywhere. He had access to financial and training that none of us girls in the family had. And instead of moving out of the house, getting his own place, and using that privilege like most kids would, he stayed in our parents' house. Let's see. Until he was 24 years old. Which is ironically the same age I left home.